Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some late Friday night going baseball here on the channel. 1961, we got the St. Louis Cardinals traveling to Milwaukee to take on the Braves here on a late Friday night. Let's take a look here at the starting lineup here for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. We got leading off. Playing second base is Red Shanties. We got batting second playing right field is Joe Cunningham. Batting third playing first base is Bill White. Hey, Tim. Batting fourth playing third base is Ken Boyer. Batting fifth playing left field is Walter Moran. Batting sixth playing center field is Carl Warwick. Batting seventh, playing shortstop is Alex Grams. Batting eighth and doing the catching is Hal Smith. And on the mound doing the pitching for the St. Louis Cardinals is Larry Jackson. And your home team, Milwaukee Braves starting lineup. We got leading off playing right field is Lee May. Batting second, playing second is Frank Bolin. Hi, Doug. We got batting third, playing third, Eddie Matthews. Batting fourth, playing center field, Hank Aaron. Batting fifth, playing first base is Joe Adcock. Batting sixth, playing left field is Frank Thomas. Batting seventh, behind the plate, doing the catching is Joe Torre. Playing shortstop. Batting eighth is Roy McMillan, and on the mound doing the pitching for the Milwaukee Braves is Bob Boyle. And let's get down here to the field and get this game started, folks. Alrighty, and here's the first pitch. The Red start this game off with a 62. That's a fly ball to right field. May's got that. Not a problem. One down here in the first. Here comes Cunningham. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And on a late Friday night, Linda Ronstadt shows up with a blue bayou. Here's Bill White. Thinks he can be president one day of the league. Let's see. 35. That's going to be a strike. A 1 count on White. I'm sorry, that ain't a strike. With that W, that's a base on balls. So White goes down the first. And then we got Ken Boyer. Brother plays for the Yankees, Clint. And we got a fly ball to right field. That'll end the inning. So the Cardinals leave one on. White made it down the first on the walk. We go to the bottom of the first. Cardinals failed to score. And we got Lee May, Frank Bolin, and Eddie Matthews due up here for the Milwaukee Braves. And Lee May gets a hold of that and drives that ball in the right field for a base hit. Braves get the lead runner on here. Nice piece of hitting by Lee. Brings up Frank Bolin. Frank's hitting a whopping 282 on the year. He's got 8 home runs. He's driven in 26 RBIs this year. Not bad. And that's a wild pitch. And Lee May will make his way down to second base. So now Frank Bolin with a 1-0 count. He's got a runner in scoring position here. And that ball is squared up. Frank gets a hold of this 0-1 pitch. And he drives that ball in the deep center field. It's rolling around out there. Warwick's trying to chase it down. May will score easily. And that brown-eyed, handsome man's making our way around second. He's going to end up with a triple, Frank is. So it's 1-0 Braves here with nobody out. And runner on third for Eddie Matthews. Eddie's hitting .307 on the year with 12 home runs, 36 RBI. See if he can drive in Frank from third. They'll play the infield back here. It's early in the game. That's a swing and a miss. Big first out here in the first inning. He strikes out Matthews. Brings up the big bopper, Henry Hank Aaron. See if Henry can get Frank in. 27. That ball's going to be hit down the third. He's going to look the runner back. Frank doesn't score on that. He fires over the first. 2 big outs. How about that? Jackson doing a good job pitching to the big boys. 1 more to go. Joe Adcock takes a 2-out hit now. And that's not going to happen. That ball is hit back to the pitcher. He tosses it over the white. So they strand. Oh, we got to go back here. Go back. Go back twice here. Go back and hold up here. Yeah. Got to hold him at third. He didn't score on that. He looked him back. So it's a G53R3 holds. And then that'll bring up Adcox. And Joe's going to grind it out. Ground out to the pitcher here. And that'll end the first. Braves leave that runner on at third, but they do score 1. So we go to the top of the second. It's St. Louis Cardinals, nothing. The Milwaukee Braves, 1. We got Moran, Warwick, and Grams up here for the Cardinals. Here's the pitch to Walt. And that's going to be a foul ball. No, it's not. Sorry, I keep forgetting he's got that W. He walks up. Walt trots on down the first. W is going to come back to bite Bob in the butt here. It's the second walk of the game. Here comes Warwick up with a runner on at first and nobody out. That ball is hit down the short. His only play is going to be to get Warwick out at first. So Walt gets down the second. So we got 1 out, a runner in scoring position for Alex Grams here. And that ball is lined to second. Walt barely makes it back. They double him up. There's 2 outs here in the second. Brings up Mr. Smith, Hal Smith. Let's see what he does with 2 outs. And he hits a pop-up on the infield. And Mr. McMillan's calling everybody off. And that's a 3rd out. So the Cardinals leave 1 on at second. We go to the bottom of the second. It's still 1-0 Braves. Got Frank Thomas, Joe Torre, and Roy McMillan up for the Braves here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch to Frank. Frank gets a hold of this one. That ball is deep. That ball is back. That ball's off the wall for an easy double down the first baseline. We got the lead runner in scoring position again here for Joe Torres. Let's see what Joe's been hitting on the year. He's batting .265, 3 home runs, 12 RBIs. He's only played in 14 games, though. So can Joe score Frank from second here? And that ball is hit back to the pitcher. And Frank will make his way down the third. We got 1 out, runner on third, and Frank Thomas for McMillan here. They're going to pitch to Roy. They're not going to walk him. Again, they're going to play the infield back. Still early in the game. That ball is hit the short. He's coming home with it. And Smith drops the ball. Everybody's safe. That's an E2. And the Braves score. Should have been an easy out at home, but no. So we got a runner on first and still only one out. BUHL's up. He's going to try sacrificing Roy down the second. A costly error by Smith. Let's see if Bob can get the bunt down. And that's a pass ball. Smith's having a terrible game here as Roy makes it down the second. They're going to take the bunt off now. I don't like bunting the guy over to third. Let's give Bob a chance to swing away here. 1 ball, no strikes on him. And that's a strike. I'm out. Bob goes down swinging. So Roy is still on at second for Lee May. May's 1 for 1. He singled his first time up. Here's the pitch to Lee. And that ball is lifted into center field. Warwick's got it. That'll end the inning. But the Braves score 1 on the air and make it 2-0 as we go to the top of the third. We got Larry Jackson due up, Red and Cunningham for the Cardinals. Got the pitcher and then the top of the order here. And here's the pitch to Larry. And that's a strikeout. Bob punches out this fellow number. That brings up the top of the order here. Red's 0 for 1. He flew out the right field his first time up. And he's going to pop that ball up to third. Matthews is calling for it. He's got it near the dugout. That's 2 outs. Brings up Cunningham. And Joe, he pops it up behind home plate. And Joe Torres has got this, nothing to it. And that's a 1-2-3 inning for the Cardinals. Nice piece of pitching there by Bob. No walks that inning. We go to the bottom of the third. It's still St. Louis Cardinals nothing, Milwaukee Braves 2. We got Bolin, Matthews, and Aaron due up here for the Braves. See if they can cash in on this good part of the lineup. Here's Frank Bolin. And Frank hits that ball down the short. Grams has got it. He fires over the Bill White, 1 down. Brings up Eddie Matthews now. Eddie's 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. And he's going to hit that ball down the second. Red's got it. Easy toss to Bill White. And that's a quick 2 outs here in the third. Brings up old Hammer and Hank. And that's exactly what he does. That ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is gone, folks. Over the right field fence. Home run, Henry, Hank, Aaron. And that makes it a 3-0 game, folks. And that's Hank's 8th home run of the year. Brings up Joe Adcox. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the pitcher's first time up. And all of a sudden now Jackson's losing control. He walks Joe. Joe goes on down to first. Brings up Frank Thomas. Frank is 1 for 1. He doubled his first time up. Let's see if he can do that again and bring in Joe from first. No, he hits that ball to the left field, but there's room out there. And that's the end of the inning. But the Braves had another run on the Henry Aaron home run and lead this game 3-0 as we go to the top of the fourth. We got Bill White, Ken Boyer, and the Moose, Walter Moran due up. And here's the pitch to Bill White. And Bill, he lines that ball right back to Bob at the mound. He catches it for the first out here in the fourth. And brings up Ken Boyer. Ken's 0 for 1 and flew out the right field. And this time he drives that ball into right field for a base hit. Warriors aboard here with 1 out. Let's see what the Moose can do here. And he pops that ball up. No, he doesn't pop that ball up again. Bob with that W. He walks him. So all of a sudden now Bob's got himself in a little bit of a jam. First and second, one out. Carl Warwick up now. Here's the pitch to Warwick. And he squares this one up. Looks like these walks are going to come in the roost. And that's a single over second. And Boyer's going to score. And Walt's going to stop at second. That makes it a 3-1 game when we still got first and second with only one out. Here's Alex Graham's up now. Here's the pitch to Alex. And that's ball 4. Bob's just walked the bases loaded, folks. Go out and talk to him and ask him what's going on. We gave you a 3-run lead. Now you're walking everybody. He's got the catcher up here, Al Smith. They're looking to turn 2. They're playing back here. He's got catcher's speed. And catcher's speed or not, that ball's hit in the left field. And that's going to score 2. This is going to be a tie ball game, folks. And Graham's going to end up down at third. So now it's first and third. Still one out here, and the pitcher due up. And Jackson's not a bad hitting pitcher, folks, and it's a tie ball game. He's hitting .308 on the year, and he's got 2 RBIs. They're going to let him swing away. He ain't squaring around the bunt. Let's see here. He says we don't need no stinking bunt, and we don't need no stinking DH. And that's a fly ball to left field. Is it deep enough to score Grams? It is. And that gives the Cardinals the lead here, folks. And it's 4-3 as the Cardinals scored 4 here so far, and there's still only 2 outs. Runner on first now for Red. He's 0 for 2. He's flown out, and then he's popped up to short, third rather. See if they can get out of this inning finally. And that's an absolute no. That ball's hit in the right field. What happened there? We got to go back here. I know, we got to go back. It's a fly ball to left field. Fly ball to left field, R3. One base here. Get him in. Okay. There we go. Now we got him in. And there's another walk. So all of a sudden it's first and second. And again, walks are kicking his butt. Here's Cunningham up now. And finally they get out of the inning. That ball's hit down to short. He'll toss it over to Frank covering second to get the Braves out of the inning, but they score 4, folks, and take a 4-3 lead here as we go to the bottom of the 4th. We got the bottom part of the lineup due up here for the Braves. You got Joe, Torres, McMillan, and Bob due up here in the 4th. Here's the pitch to Joe. And Joe, he wraps that ball in the center field. But Warwick's got range, and he's got it. 1 down here in the 4th. Here comes McMillan. He reached on an error his first time up. He gets a hold of this one, folks. drives that ball in the right field. Back, back. And this ball game is tied, folks. How about that? Old Mac hits a home run here and ties this game up for a piece. That brings up Bob Buhl. They'll let him hit here. We're only in the 4th inning. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs now for Lee May. Lee May's 1 for 2. He singled and he's flied out to center. And he's going to hit that ball down the 3rd. Easy play for Boyer down there. He fires across the diamond to White. That's the 3rd out. But the Braves tie this game up, folks, at 4 apiece on the home run. You got White, Boyer, and the Moose up for the Cardinals. Yeah, exactly. These teams are pretty well matched, aren't they, Tim? Yeah. Here's Bill White. And that's a single in the right field. White is 1 for 2 with a walk now. Lead runner on. That brings up Ken Boyer here. Braves are looking to turn the double play. And Ken Boyer, he squares this ball up, folks. That ball is driven in the right field. Sorry, that ball is driven in the left field down the line. That'll be a 2-base. That's going to score Frank White from first. And just like that, the Cardinals retake the lead with nobody out. Runner on at second now with Walt up. And that's a swing and a miss. It's a big first out for Bob here in the 5th. Brings up Carl Warwick. See what he can do. That's a line drive down the 2nd. He throws over the short trying to double up Boyer, but he gets back. It's 2 outs now. Brings up Alex Graham. Graham's hits that ball down the 2nd. Easy play for Frank. He tosses it over to Joe Adcock. And that'll end the inning. But the Cardinals take a 5-4 lead here as we go to the 5th. We got Frank Bolin, Matthews, and Aaron due up here for the Braves. Let's see if they can tie this game up, folks. That's a swing and a miss by Frank. Strike 3. Down goes Bolin on strikes. Here's Eddie. Eddie is 0 for 2. He struck out and grounded down the 2nd. And that's a single in the left field for Matthews. He gets on base. That brings up the big bopper and Henry Hank Aaron, the runner on at first. Henry's already homered in this game. He's 1 for 2. See if he can make it a 2-home run game, folks. And he squares it up. Let's see if that ball is hit deep enough. That ball is driven into the gap, and that ball is driven down the first baseline, and Matthews is going to score. And just like that, this ball game's tied, folks. Henry Hank Aaron's having himself a heck of a game. A home run and a double. That brings up Joe Adcox with 1 out and Hank in scoring position. Let's see what Joe can do here. Joe's hitting .297 on the year. He's got 8 home runs. He's driven in 19. He's grounded back to the pitcher and walked. And that's a swing and a miss. That's a big strikeout for Jackson. That's 2 outs now. Frank Thomas is up now. Old Frank is 1 for 2. He's double, and then he flew out the left. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. And Aaron's going to score easy from second. And all of a sudden now the Braves get the lead back. Frank Thomas delivers with the single, a 2-out hit. Now we got Joe Torres up. And that ball is well hit. And that ball is driven in the right field. And Frank Thomas is going to make it in there to score with 2 outs. All of a sudden, the hit parade just keeps on going. And the Braves take a 7-5 lead. They come out to talk to Jackson. He's due up second. They'd like to get him out of this inning. But this will probably be his last batter. And McMillan, the runner on at second and 2 outs. And Roy's homered in this game. Can he make it a 2-run homer game? No, he won't do that, buddy. He'll hit that ball in the right field. And they're going to send Joe home. And Joe's going to make her. And that is it for Mr. Jackson, folks. Sure. Well, the pitcher's due up. What? I don't think we're going to take him out for the pitcher. So with him due up second here, he'll pitch to Bob. Like I say. And he strikes Bob out. Get out inning, but the Braves score 4 of their own and take a 8-5 lead, folks. So we go to the top of the 6th. We got Smith due up, and they'll have a pitch hitter for Jackson, and then the top of the order. So here's the pitch to Smith. And that is a pop up to third. Matthews has got that. That's a quick out. He's going to come in here and pitch hit for Jackson. We're not going to bring Stan up yet. Try to save him with somebody on base. Manuel is going to come in here, the pitch hit. And here's the pitch, folks. 1 out, nobody on. And that ball is swung on and missed. Nice curve ball gets him. That's a quick 2 outs. Here's Red up now. Red's 0 for 2 with a walk. He's flown out to right and popped up to third. And that ball is lined right back to Bob. That's a 1-2-3 inning, just what the Braves needed after scoring 4. And we got to bring in a pitcher here. He's going to come in here to pitch for the Cardinals. Exactly, Doug. Go Braves. I agree with you. So let's see. You got a lefty, a righty, then a lefty due up. So McDormand's going to come in to pitch for the Cardinals. See if Mickey can hold the Braves here in the 6th inning. And we got the top of the order due up for the Braves. May, Bolin, and Matthews here in the 6th. Lee's 1 for 3. He scored in this game. And that ball is lined right back to McDermott. 1 down here in the 6th. Brings up Frank Bolin now. And Frank's 1 for 3 with an RBI. And that is ball 4. And that's not very smart to walk Frank. Bringing up Eddie Matthews and Hank Aaron. Eddie's 1 for 3. He scored in the 5th. Here's the pitch to Eddie. And that's a deep fly ball to left field. Walt's going back, but he makes the catch. And that's a 2 out. Brings up Hank Aaron. He's 2 for 3 today, folks. He's homered and doubled. See what Hank's going to do this time up. And that ball is back, and going. A 2-run home run game, folks. That ball is hit in the left field. He goes, pulls that ball, and that's a no-doubter, baby. Henry Hank Aaron's having one heck of a game. That's his 4th RBI, folks. That makes the score 10-5. That's Joe Adcock's up now with nobody on and 2 outs. And Joe hits that ball back, but right at the track. Walter makes the catch out there in left field. That'll end the inning. But the Braves scored 2 more in the bottom of the 6th and take a 10-5 lead. We go to the top of the 7th. We got Cunningham, White, and Boyer due up here. Here's the pitch to Cunningham. And that ball's lifted in the center field. Hank Aaron's on his bicycle. He makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Bill White now. Bill's 1 for 2 today. And he walks. Bill goes down to first. That'll get some bullpen action up here for the Braves. They're not going to let Bob screw this game up. Here's Ken Boyer, and up now with a runner on at first and Bill White. Pitch to Boyer. Boyer's 1 for 3 with an RBI. And he just walked Ken Boyer. And I think that's going to be it for Bob here. They've seen enough here. Exactly. No kidding is right, Tim. Heck of a game. So who we got up here? We got a lefty, a righty, and a righty. So old Don Notebert's going to come in here to pitch. As the Braves fans give Bob a nice cheer. We got 1 out, a runner on at first. And the score is 10-5. And the Moose is up. And he's going to lift that ball in the center field. Boyer's going to stop at second. So it's first and second now, folks, with 1 out. Here comes Carl Warwick. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. And that's a big strikeout by Notebert. And here comes Graham's up now with the bases loaded. And that is That's a pop fly to short. And the left fielder and the shortstop collide, and Roy's hurt on the play. So we'll have a new shortstop. Since I'm playing as played lineups, he's only going to get hurt for this game, but he will be replaced here. So we'll get a new shortstop in the game. We make it to the 7th inning stretch. So you're going to have Thompson's, Torrey's, and Logan due up here since Roy got hurt. And here's Frank up here now in the bottom of the 7th. That's a swing and a miss. Frank goes down swinging. Here comes Joe Torrey's up now. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI. And that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3 on Joe. Sure, nice piece of pitching by McDormand. Like I say, we'll have to pitch it here for Roy. Bring in Johnny Logan. He'll stay in the game and play short. That's a fly ball to left field. Easy play for Walter, and that's 1, 2, 3 go the Braves here in the 7th. But they got a 10-5 lead, folks. Put Logan in here at short. We go to the 8th inning. And due up here in the 8th is Grams, Smith, and a pitch hitter for McDermott. I'm sorry, Grams made the last out. It's Smith, a pitch hitter, and then the top of the order. Here's the pitch to Smith. And that ball is hit in the left field for a base hit. Cardinals starting out the 8th inning good here. Now we'll have a pitch hitter. I think it's time to bring on the man. Stan, the man's coming up now. The runner on it first. And there's Musial. And here's the pitch to Stan. And they don't want no parts of Stan, the man. He trots on down to first. Not what you want with a 5-run lead, though. You want to make them earn it. So Stan walks, brings up Red now with first and second and nobody out. That'll get some bullpen action up here for the Braves. And that ball is hit into left field, and that'll Smith will hold at third. He ain't making the first out at home. He ain't going to try it. So the bases are going to be juiced for Cunningham up now. And let's see who we got in the bullpen here. The Braves don't have a lefty out there in the bullpen. So they're going to let Don pitch with the bases juiced for Cunningham and nobody out. They'll play back looking for the double play here. Here's the pitch to Cunningham. And that ball is hit down to short over the second to Frank. He fires over the first, but Cunningham's able to beat the throw, and Smith will score. And they'll make it a 10-6 game, folks. Well, now we got first and third. You got Musial on at third, Cunningham on at first for Bill White. And again, the Braves are looking for a double play here, even though Bill runs real well. Here's the pitch to White. And that's a strike. I'm out pitch. Nice pitch by Don. That's big second out. 2 down now. First and third for Ken Boyer. Boyer's having a heck of a game, folks. He's 2 for 3 and walked, and he's driven in a run here. So they better be careful with Ken. And he was, and that ball's hit down the short. And he'll go the easy way to second over the Frank. That'll win the inning. Cardinals score 1. They leave 2 big runners on. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 10-6. And who is the Cardinals going to bring in here to pitch, folks? All righty. You got Notebert due up. And then you got the lefty and the righty. So all they got out in the bullpen is righties. Oh, Al's going to come in the pitch. So Cody's coming in the pitch. And like I say, are they going to let Don hit here? He's pitching pretty good. He gave up that run in the 8th. Are they going to let him try to get it through this game with a 4-run lead? I think they are. I don't think they want to waste their bullpen here. So here's the pitch to Don, and Lee Mays due up second, and then it'll be Frank Bolin. And that's a fly ball to right field. Easy play for Cunningham. That ball is not very deep at all. That's 1 out. Here's Lee May up now. He's 1 for 4. And he scored a run. And that ball is hit in the right field also. They might want to pick on somebody else besides Cunningham, because that's an easy out. That's 2 quick outs. Here's Frank Bolin up now. Frank's 1 for 3. He's got an RBI and scored in this game. And that's a base hit in the left field. He keeps this inning alive. That'll bring up Matthews. Here comes Eddie now with 2 outs and a runner on at first and Bolin. See if Eddie can drive in a run here. He's 1 for 4 and scored, but he doesn't have an RBI today. And he still doesn't have an RBI because that ball's hit down the second. Red will shoot that ball over to the Rams at second covering, and that'll be the end of the inning. So the Braves leave 1. We go to the top of the 9th. It is 10-6, Milwaukee over St. Louis. You got the Moose, Warwick, and Grams due up here for the Cardinals in the 9th. Will there be any 9th inning magic here in County Stadium? That ball's hit in the right field. Lee Mays got it. 1 down. Here's Warwick up now. And that ball's hit in the left field. Frank Thomas is on his horse near the line and makes the play. Quick 2 outs. Cardinals are down to their last batter. Here's Alex Grams. And that ball's hit to center field. So they gave everybody a chance. And Henry Hank Aaron win this game with a nice catch. 1, 2, 3 go to Cardinals. And your winners is the Milwaukee Braves 10-6, folks. Let's take a look at the box score here. Hank Aaron had a heck of a game, that's for sure. The Cardinals scored 6 on 8 hits and an error, but the Braves scored 10 on 12 hits and no errors. Ken Boyer, like I say, had a good game. He was 2 for 4. And then Smith, he was 2 for 4 for the Cardinals and had 2 RBIs. He didn't have a bad game. Like I say, Ken Boyer with the double and all. But the man today was Henry Hank Aaron, 3 for 4, 4 RBIs, a double and a home run. He was it. Frank Boland had a good game. And Mack was having a good game. Roy was 2 for 3 with 2 RBIs before he got hurt. Jackson pitched 5 innings and didn't do well at all. Gave up 10 hits, 8 runs, only 7 of them earned. He only walked one, struck out 6, but the 2 big home runs. And then Dirtman came in, pitched 2 innings, gave up a hit, but it was a home run. 2 runs scored on it and a walk and a strikeout. And then Al came in the eighth and shut the door with only 1 hit. Bob BUHL pitched 6 1/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 7 walks, sure, and 4 strikeouts. He's lucky. Lucky the Braves scored some runs. Like I say, those walks killed him. Notebook came in, pitched 2/3 of an inning, 2 2/3, 3 hits, 1 run, walked 1, and struck out 2. Let's do some fast score here. Fast play. We got the Chicago Cubs going to Cincinnati to take on the Reds. Didn't want to do it that way. Let's go back here. I wanted to do fast play. And the Cubbies win. See what the star there is. The Cubs scored 5 runs but left 14 runners on base, folks. Cubs won 5 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. The Reds 3 runs on 13 hits and 2 errors. We go out to California, the Battle of California. You got the Giants taking on the Dodgers. Great pitching matchup. Marichal against Koufax. See what happens here. Watch it be a blowout, folks. As soon as I call the pitching duel, put the announcer's jinx on him. Hey, Doug. Yeah, exactly. Way to go. Oh, thank you, Doug. I appreciate it. And Marichal pitched a good game, but I don't know about Koufax. He gave up 5 runs, maybe. We'll have to look at the box score on 8 hits. The Dodgers only scored 2 on 5 hits. Like I say, Marichal, nice game. Willie Mays was 1 for 4 with a home run. Let's look and see exactly what happened with Koufax. Koufax pitched 7 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, walked 2, struck out 2, and 2 home runs. Yeah. Who hit the other home run? Cepeda. Yeah. Let's see. Mays hit the home run in the 3rd inning. That was a 2-run homer. And then Cepeda hit a solo shot in the 6th. And the last game here on June 3rd is the Battle of Pennsylvania. You got the Philadelphia Phillies traveling to Pittsburgh to take on the Pirates. We just had the Battle of California. Now let's see who's going to win the Battle of PA. And that'll be the Phils. 8 runs on 15 hits and an error. And the Pirates 6 runs on 10 hits and no errors. And they both got the exact same record, folks, now 17 and 25. Talking about records, let's look at the standings here. Thank you, Tim. Nice little game here on a Friday night. I agree with you. The Reds now are half a game up on the Cardinals, and look at the Milwaukee Braves making a run, folks. They're only a game back now. The Cubbies are 3 games back. Giants are 4.5 games back. The Dodgers are 7. And the Battle of Pennsylvania is holding the league up. Both of them are 17 and 25, 8 games back. I want to thank Tim for showing up here and Doug Hunt showing up here in Milwaukee to watch this game. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And on your way out of Milwaukee, hit that like button and leave a comment, folks. Until next time, you all take care. You have a great evening. And I'll probably be on here tomorrow and be playing some baseball. Maybe even get some either Glory Days boxing out or start this 1985 red, white, and blue NASCAR season. Oh, you're welcome, Tim. You have a great night.